The world is on fire, literally and figuratively. Crop failures are skyrocketing. Global inflation is gutting grocery prices, and supply chains are cracking under the weight of labor strikes, geopolitical tensions, and climate disasters. Just this week, reports surfaced of grain shortages across Europe, port blockages in Asia, and even major U.S. food producers warning of supply disruptions heading into next year. Still think you can stroll into the store next month and grab what you need? Think again. The food you're counting on might not even exist by the time you need it. It's not just the fancy stuff disappearing. Staples like rice, pasta, cooking oil, and even salt are becoming harder to source. And don't think this is just a third-world problem. Recent data shows a 20% spike in U.S. grocery prices since last year, with analysts predicting things will get worse before they get better. Now let me hit you with some hard truth. The government isn't going to save you. Those emergency food drives you're banking on? They'll run dry in days. The time to stockpile is now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. I'm about to break down 8 grocery products that you absolutely need to stockpile before next month. These aren't optional luxuries, they're critical for survival. Miss out on these and you're gambling with your family's future. This is the wake-up call you've been avoiding. While everyone else panics later, you'll have the security and peace of mind that only comes with preparation. Let's get into it. Your survival depends on it. Number 8. Powdered milk, Nido Fortificata by Nestle. Powdered milk is like a pantry superhero, quietly waiting in the background for its moment to shine. While fresh milk is a perishable luxury, powdered milk provides the same rich nutrients but with a shelf life that can last years. One of the best options to stockpile is Nido Fortificata by Nestle, a brand that has been trusted globally for its quality and nutritional value. Unlike many powdered milks, Nido Fortificata is fortified with essential nutrients like iron, zinc, and vitamin C, making it a powerhouse for both children and adults during tough times. What makes powdered milk an invaluable stockpile item? First, it's incredibly versatile. You can use it to make creamy soups, bake cakes, prepare instant puddings, or even whip it into a frothy drink when your coffee craves some creaminess. It dissolves easily in water, offering a smooth, fresh, milk-like texture without the need for refrigeration. For families with children, powdered milk is a lifesaver. It's a quick way to ensure growing kids are getting their daily dose of calcium and vitamin D when fresh milk isn't available. But powdered milk isn't just for convenience. Its survival benefits are unmatched. Imagine a scenario where supply chain disruptions make fresh dairy products impossible to find. With powdered milk in your stockpile, you won't have to sacrifice nutrition. In fact, it can even serve as an emergency protein source, crucial for maintaining energy levels and muscle health during stressful times. And did you know that powdered milk was a staple during wartime rationing? Soldiers relied on it for its lightweight portability and nutrient density. For proper storage, powdered milk is incredibly resilient. It thrives in airtight containers and can withstand years in a cool, dry pantry. If you want to extend its shelf life further, consider vacuum sealing it or storing it in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. Even after long-term storage, powdered milk retains its creamy flavor and nutritional value, unlike many other survival foods. Fun fact, powdered milk is so adaptable that it's even used in skincare during emergencies. It can be mixed with water to soothe burns or sun damage. That's right, this humble pantry item is also a makeshift beauty product. Whether you're using it for nourishment or improvising a soothing skin mask, powdered milk is the definition of multifunctional. Stockpile a few cans or bags of Nido Fortificata by Nestle, and you'll be prepared for whatever life throws your way. Number 7. Instant mashed potatoes, Idahoan classic mashed potatoes. Let's take a deep dive into why Idahoan classic mashed potatoes deserve a prime spot in your emergency stockpile. At first glance, instant mashed potatoes might seem like a basic pantry item. But don't be fooled. These dehydrated flakes pack a punch when it comes to convenience, nutrition, and survival efficiency. Whether you're dealing with a power outage, rationing food during a supply chain breakdown, or simply trying to stretch your meals on a budget, instant mashed potatoes are a lifesaver. Why are instant mashed potatoes such a big deal? First, they're incredibly easy to prepare. All you need is boiling water, and within minutes you have a warm, comforting side dish or even a full meal if paired with other staples like canned meat or vegetables. Idahoan classic mashed potatoes stand out because of their creamy texture and rich flavor, which taste remarkably close to homemade mashed potatoes. In times of stress or uncertainty, having a comfort food like this can do wonders for morale. Nutritionally, these potatoes are more than just empty calories. They're enriched with essential nutrients, particularly potassium, which is critical for maintaining proper muscle function and electrolyte balance during stressful situations. A single serving provides a decent caloric boost, perfect for survival scenarios where energy conservation is key. Pair it with a can of gravy or some dried herbs, and you've got a meal that feels gourmet even in the toughest of times. Here's something you might not know. Instant mashed potatoes played a vital role during the Cold War as part of emergency food kits prepared for potential nuclear fallout. Why? Because they're lightweight, require minimal storage space, and expand into a filling meal, making them perfect for rationing. In fact, a single box of Idahoan mashed potatoes can provide multiple servings, turning one small package into days of sustenance for a family. From a storage perspective, instant mashed potatoes are a dream. They come in compact, sealed pouches that are highly resistant to pests and spoilage. For long-term storage, consider transferring them to airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to ensure they remain fresh for years. They don't require refrigeration, making them ideal for off-grid scenarios or emergency kits. But the magic of instant mashed potatoes doesn't stop there. They're incredibly versatile. Beyond the classic mashed potato dish, you can use the flakes to thicken soups, create potato pancakes, or even make a quick potato crust for casseroles. During emergencies, a little creativity goes a long way, and instant mashed potatoes are the perfect ingredient to fuel your imagination. Finally, let's talk about cost. Idahoan mashed potatoes are extremely budget-friendly, making them accessible for anyone building a stockpile. Their long shelf life and high yield make them one of the best investments for preparedness. So the next time you're grocery shopping, grab a few extra boxes. You won't regret it when you're serving up a warm, satisfying meal while others are scrambling for resources. Number 6. Canned mushrooms, Del Monte sliced mushrooms. Let's shine a spotlight on canned mushrooms, specifically Del Monte sliced mushrooms, which are an underrated yet indispensable item for your stockpile. These little fungi are more than just a pizza topping or salad garnish. They are a powerhouse of nutrition, versatility, and convenience. In times of crisis, when fresh produce becomes a luxury or is completely unavailable, canned mushrooms can save the day, transforming your basic survival meals into hearty, flavorful dishes. First, let's talk about the nutritional punch they pack. Mushrooms are naturally low in calories but high in essential nutrients like selenium, potassium, and B vitamins. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant that supports your immune system, something we all need during stressful or uncertain times. Potassium helps regulate your heart rate and maintain fluid balance, which is crucial when your diet might not be as balanced as usual. Did you know mushrooms are one of the few plant-based sources of vitamin D? During long winters or emergencies when sunlight exposure is limited, they're a great way to get your daily dose of this vital nutrient. Now let's get practical. Why canned mushrooms over fresh ones? Fresh mushrooms spoil in just a few days, but canned mushrooms have an impressive shelf life, often lasting years when stored properly. Del Monte sliced mushrooms come packed in water or brine, locking in their freshness and flavor until the moment you need them. This means that even during a power outage, supply chain disruption, or natural disaster, you'll have access to a nutritious and delicious ingredient. Canned mushrooms are also culinary chameleons. Toss them into a rich pasta sauce for a boost of umami, stir them into soups for added texture, or sauté them with some dried herbs and garlic powder for a quick side dish. They absorb flavors like a sponge, making them a fantastic addition to rice dishes, casseroles, or even pizza. Feeling adventurous? Use them in a creamy mushroom stroganoff or a hearty mushroom gravy to elevate your survival meals to gourmet status. But it's not just about survival. Canned mushrooms offer a bit of psychological comfort, too. Imagine opening a can of mushrooms during a tough time and being able to create a meal that feels wholesome and complete. That small act of normalcy can do wonders for morale. Pro tip: if you find yourself in a pinch, you can even puree them into a rich mushroom soup with just a bit of canned cream or broth. Finally, from a storage perspective, canned mushrooms are hard to beat. They're compact, easy to stack, and require no special storage conditions other than a cool, dry place. To maximize their longevity, make sure to rotate your stockpile and use older cans first. And don't forget to check the seals. Dented or compromised cans can lead to spoilage. So, why stockpile canned mushrooms? Because they're not just a side ingredient. They're a survival essential that can turn any basic dish into something hearty, flavorful, and packed with nutrients. Grab a few extra cans of Del Monte sliced mushrooms next time you're at the store, and you'll be thanking yourself when they become the secret weapon of your emergency pantry. Number 5. Peanut butter, Skippy Natural Peanut Butter, or Jif Creamy Peanut Butter. Peanut butter isn't just a tasty snack, it's a survival superfood that deserves a prominent place in your stockpile. Brands like Skippy Natural Peanut Butter or Jif Creamy Peanut Butter are not only delicious but also packed with the nutrients you'll need in times of uncertainty. Don't let its simplicity fool you. This jar of creamy or crunchy goodness is a calorie-dense, protein-rich lifesaver that can keep you going when other foods are scarce or unavailable. Let's start with its nutritional value. Peanut butter is high in healthy fats, protein, and calories, making it a compact energy source. In a survival situation, every bite counts, and peanut butter delivers a significant caloric punch in just a few spoonfuls. It's also loaded with essential nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and vitamin E, which are critical for maintaining muscle function, reducing stress, and keeping your immune system strong. Did you know that during World War II, peanut butter became a staple for soldiers because of its portability and ability to provide sustained energy? If it worked for them, it'll work for you. Peanut butter is also a morale booster. In a high-stress situation, comfort foods can make a huge psychological difference. A simple peanut butter sandwich or a spoonful straight from the jar can feel like a small luxury when the world around you is chaotic. It's a versatile ingredient, too. Spread it on crackers, mix it into oatmeal, add it to smoothies, or use it as a base for sauces. Feeling indulgent? Pair it with a little sugar or honey for a quick, satisfying treat, but here's what truly makes peanut butter an exceptional stockpile item. It doesn't require refrigeration, even after opening, and can last for months or even years if stored properly. Natural brands like Skippy Natural or Jif Creamy have fewer preservatives and additives, which not only makes them healthier but also extends their shelf life. For optimal storage, keep peanut butter in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight or extreme temperatures. And don't forget to rotate your stockpile. While peanut butter lasts a long time, using the oldest jars first ensures you're always working with the freshest product. Peanut butter also has survival uses you might not expect. Its high-fat content makes it an excellent fire starter in a pinch, and the jars themselves can be repurposed for storage once emptied. Imagine sitting around a campfire using peanut butter as both a meal and a tool. That's multitasking at its finest. One more fun fact: peanut butter isn't just for humans. In extreme situations, it can be used to supplement pet food, providing them with extra calories and fats to keep them healthy. Whether for you, your family, or even your furry friends, peanut butter is the Swiss Army knife of pantry items. When you're building your stockpile, don't underestimate the humble jar of peanut butter. It's nutritious, versatile, long-lasting, and a comfort food all rolled into one. Stock up on a few jars of Skippy Natural Peanut Butter or Jif Creamy Peanut Butter. You'll thank yourself when you're enjoying its creamy, nutty goodness during tough times. Number 4. Oats, Quaker Old-Fashioned Oats or Bob's Red Mill Organic Rolled Oats. Oats are the ultimate multitasker of the pantry, and when it comes to survival preparedness, they are an absolute must-have. Brands like Quaker Old-Fashioned Oats or Bob's Red Mill Organic Rolled Oats stand out for their quality and nutritional value, making them perfect for stockpiling. At first glance, oats might seem like a humble breakfast ingredient, but their versatility, nutritional benefits, and long shelf life make them a critical addition to any emergency food supply. Let's start with the nutrition. Oats are packed with fiber, particularly beta-glucan, which helps lower cholesterol levels and maintain heart health. Important considerations during stressful times when dietary variety may be limited. They're also rich in complex carbohydrates, which provide slow-releasing energy to keep you fueled throughout the day. Oats contain essential vitamins and minerals like magnesium, iron, and B vitamins, which support overall well-being and help combat fatigue. Did you know that during the Industrial Revolution, oats became a dietary staple for workers due to their ability to sustain energy over long hours of labor? This historical fact underscores their value in survival scenarios. Oats aren't just nutritious, they're incredibly versatile. Start your day with a comforting bowl of oatmeal, topped with a bit of honey or dried fruit from your stockpile. But don't stop there. You can use oats to make homemade granola, energy bars, pancakes, or even savory dishes like oat risotto. Craving dessert during tough times? Oats can be baked into cookies, muffins, or crumbles with minimal ingredients. Feeling creative? Grind them into oat flour for gluten-free baking or use them to thicken soups and stews. The possibilities are endless, making oats a cornerstone of any stockpile. Another major advantage of oats is their impressive shelf life. Properly stored, they can last for years without losing their quality. To ensure longevity, keep your oats in an airtight container or vacuum-sealed bag and store them in a cool, dry place. Adding oxygen absorbers to your storage containers can further extend their lifespan, making oats a reliable food source for long-term emergencies. Oats are also lightweight and easy to prepare, requiring only water or milk to transform into a hearty meal. This makes them an ideal option for scenarios where resources like electricity or fuel are limited. During World War II, oats were a staple in military rations because they were lightweight, calorie-dense, and easy to transport. If they were good enough to sustain soldiers during wartime, they're certainly good enough for your stockpile. Finally, oats aren't just food, they can also serve other purposes. In a pinch, you can use oats as a natural skincare remedy to soothe burns, rashes, or itchy skin by mixing them with water to create a calming paste. This multifunctionality makes them an even more valuable addition to your emergency preparedness plan. So, whether you're preparing for a power outage, an extended stay indoors, or a natural disaster, oats are a survival food you can rely on. Stock up on Quaker Old-Fashioned Oats or Bob's Red Mill Organic Rolled Oats and you'll be ready to tackle whatever comes your way, nutritionally, creatively, and practically. Number 3. Cooking oil. Bertolli Extra Virgin Olive Oil or Wesson Canola Oil. Cooking oil might not be the most exciting item on your stockpile list, but its importance cannot be overstated. Bertolli Extra Virgin Olive Oil and Wesson Canola Oil are two excellent options that should have a permanent spot in your pantry. Why? Because cooking oil is the unsung hero of the kitchen, essential for preparing meals, preserving food, and even providing emergency energy. Let's start with its role in cooking. Oil is indispensable for frying, sautéing, roasting, and even baking. Without it, your carefully stockpiled rice, beans, or pasta will lack flavor and texture. Olive oil, for instance, is perfect for drizzling over canned vegetables, creating dressings, or infusing with dried herbs for a gourmet touch. Canola oil, with its neutral flavor and high smoke point, is ideal for frying or baking. Both oils are versatile and can transform basic ingredients into satisfying, flavorful dishes. But cooking oil isn't just about flavor. It's a critical source of fats, which are essential for survival. Fats provide more than double the calories per gram compared to proteins or carbohydrates, making them a dense energy source when food is scarce. They're also vital for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are crucial for immune health and overall well-being. During long-term emergencies, when your diet might become monotonous or nutrient deficient, cooking oil can play a pivotal role in keeping your body functioning optimally. From a historical perspective, cooking oil has always been a prized commodity. During World War II, shortages of cooking oil led to rationing and creative substitutes because it was considered essential not just for food preparation but also for industrial uses like making soap and lubricants. Today, climate change and geopolitical events are causing fluctuations in oil prices, making it even more important to stock up while it's affordable and readily available. Storage is another area where cooking oil shines. Unopened bottles of olive oil can last up to 2 years when stored in a cool, dark place, while canola oil has a shelf life of about 1 year. To maximize their longevity, keep them away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures, as heat and light can cause oils to go rancid. If you want to go the extra mile, consider freezing your oil. It won't solidify completely, but will remain fresh for years. Make sure to rotate your stockpile to use the oldest bottles first. Cooking oil is also surprisingly useful in non-food scenarios. In emergencies, it can be used to lubricate tools, create improvised lamps, or even as a fire starter. For example, olive oil can be soaked into a cotton wick and used to create a simple, long-lasting lamp, providing both light and a morale boost during power outages. Oil can play a role in preserving food. Submerging items like herbs, garlic, or dried tomatoes in oil can extend their shelf life, creating flavorful infusions in the process. This old-world technique has been used for centuries to preserve food without refrigeration, and it's still a viable option for modern preppers. Number 2. Salt. Morton table salt or diamond crystal kosher salt. Salt is one of the most fundamental and versatile items you can stockpile, yet it's often underestimated in its importance. Brands like Morton table salt and Diamond Crystal kosher salt are pantry staples that should have a dedicated spot in your emergency supplies. Why? Because salt isn't just about seasoning your food, it's about survival, preservation, and even health. Let's dive into why this humble white crystal is an absolute must-have. First and foremost, salt is the ultimate flavor enhancer. It brings out the best in any dish, from soups and stews to roasted vegetables and even baked goods. Without salt, your meals can quickly become bland and uninspiring, an unfortunate scenario when you're already dealing with the stress of an emergency. But the role of salt goes far beyond taste. It's a preservative, a cleaning agent, and even a medicinal tool. In the days before refrigeration, salt was essential for preserving meat, fish, and other perishable foods. It works by drawing moisture out of food, creating an environment where bacteria cannot thrive. This simple method can extend the shelf life of food for weeks, months, or even longer. Salt is also a critical health item. It's rich in sodium, a mineral that helps regulate fluid balance, muscle contractions, and nerve signals in your body. During times of stress, dehydration, or physical exertion, having access to salt can be life-saving. A pinch of salt mixed with water can act as an emergency electrolyte drink, helping to rehydrate and restore energy levels when resources are limited. Fun fact: salt has been so valuable throughout history that it was used as currency in ancient times, which is where the word salary originates. When stockpiling salt, consider different types for varied uses. Morton table salt is great for everyday seasoning and cooking, while Diamond Crystal kosher salt is ideal for curing meats or fermenting vegetables thanks to its coarser texture and purity. Sea salt and Himalayan pink salt can add flavor complexity to your dishes, but they're less practical for bulk preservation purposes. Salt's versatility doesn't end in the kitchen. In survival scenarios, it can be used to clean and disinfect wounds, scrub cooking utensils, and even extinguish small grease fires. During winter, salt can help melt ice or improve traction on slippery surfaces, making it a multi-purpose tool for cold climates. Pro tip: salt can also deter pests like ants, acting as a natural barrier to protect your food storage areas. The best part? Salt doesn't spoil. If stored in a cool, dry place, salt has an indefinite shelf life. It's one of the most affordable and durable items you can stockpile, offering incredible value for its price. To keep it fresh and clump-free, store it in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags. For bulk storage, food-grade buckets with desiccant packets work wonders. Number 1. Sugar, Domino granulated sugar or C&H pure cane sugar. Sugar might seem like a luxury rather than a necessity, but don't let its sweet nature fool you. It's an absolute survival essential. Brands like Domino granulated sugar and C&H pure cane sugar offer high-quality options that are perfect for stockpiling. Sugar isn't just about satisfying your sweet tooth. It's a multi-purpose powerhouse with uses that extend far beyond the kitchen. Let's explore why sugar deserves the #1 spot on your emergency stockpile list. First, sugar is a key ingredient in preserving food. It plays a vital role in making jams, jellies, and syrups, allowing you to extend the life of fruits and other perishables. When combined with salt, sugar can also be used for curing meats, creating a balance of flavors while preserving protein for longer-term storage. Historically, sugar was a cornerstone of food preservation before refrigeration existed, making it an invaluable tool for anyone preparing for extended emergencies. From a nutritional standpoint, sugar is a quick source of energy. In survival situations where calorie-dense foods are critical, sugar can provide an immediate energy boost to keep you going. Stir it into tea, coffee, or oatmeal for a morale-boosting pick-me-up, or use it to create homemade electrolyte drinks when paired with salt and water. During physically demanding times, sugar's ability to deliver fast energy can make a significant difference in maintaining stamina and focus. But sugar isn't just about sustenance, it's also about comfort. In stressful situations, something as simple as a sweet treat can have a powerful psychological impact. Imagine whipping up a batch of oatmeal cookies or a quick fruit compote using sugar from your stockpile. These small comforts can boost morale and create a sense of normalcy, even in the most challenging times. Beyond food, sugar has a surprising number of survival uses. Did you know it can help treat wounds by acting as an antimicrobial agent? Sprinkling sugar on a minor cut or scrape can inhibit bacterial growth, promoting faster healing. It can also be used to soften hardened baked goods, extend the freshness of cookies, and even preserve flours. And in a pinch, sugar can act as a fire starter when combined with potassium permanganate, proving that it's as practical as it is sweet. When it comes to storage, sugar is incredibly durable. If kept in a cool, dry place, sugar has an indefinite shelf life, making it one of the most reliable items in your pantry. The key to preserving its quality is protecting it from moisture, which can cause clumping or hardening. Store sugar in airtight containers or food-grade buckets with desiccant packets to keep it fresh and ready to use for years. For smaller quantities, resealable plastic bags or mason jars work perfectly. Pro tip: don't overlook the variety of sugars available. While Domino granulated sugar is perfect for most uses, consider stocking up on brown sugar, powdered sugar, and even raw sugar for added versatility. Each type has unique properties that can enhance different recipes, from baking to cooking to preserving. These items are the backbone of a smart stockpile. With them, you'll be prepared for any disruption, keeping your meals nutritious, delicious, and morale-boosting.